Good morning. Once again, Kenny Jacobs from Bloomington, Illinois. Going to do a video this morning talking about current events as it relates to Bible prophecy. And if you do not believe that we are living in the last days, or if you are not saved, it is absolutely time to wake up and get ready. I can't even begin to tell you how many things are going on right now. And this is a story out of Eretz Sheva this morning. Very, very important article. The title of the article is called Pope Will Recognize Palestine, Call to End the Occupation. It says PA and Arab Christian officials say Pope is starting his visit in Bethlehem in order to send a political message. PA and Arab Christian sources are already celebrating Pope Francis's visit to Israel starting next Sunday, saying his choice to begin the trip directly in PA-held Bethlehem is meant to recognize Palestine and oppose the occupation. He is taking a helicopter directly from Jordan to Palestine to Bethlehem. It's kind of a sign of recognizing Palestine, Father Micheal Jackson of the Latin Patriarch in Jerusalem told AFP. The claims that his trip will begin in a recognition of Palestine comes amid reports from February by Rabbi Sergio Bergman, a member of the Argentinian parliament and close friend of Pope Francis, who said that the Pope intends to define himself as the Che Guevara of the Palestinians and support their struggle and rights during his visit. Basically, he wants to be the one who liberates the Palestinians. In Bethlehem, the Pope is to travel in an open-air car and meet with PA Chairman Mahmoud Abbas, holding mass prayer services there instead of in Jerusalem in what has been called a show of support for the PA. It has been noted that the Pope has been remarkably tight-lipped over the violent persecution of Christians in Bethlehem, instead choosing to condemn alleged Jewish price tag vandalism. After the mass services, the Pope is to visit a nearby refugee camp. Knowing who he is and his sensitivity to all those who suffer, I am sure that he will say something defending all of those who are suffering, including the Palestinians who live under occupation. A visit to end occupation. The political aspects of the visit were highlighted by Hein Corey, a former PA Minister of Jerusalem Affairs, who said everything will be highly charged politically. This visit will help us in supporting our struggle to end the longest occupation in history. Bandak noted that the Pope will have lunch with Palestinians, with families suffering from the occupation. Then he will visit a refugee camp to witness the suffering of Palestinian refugees. The fact that the Pope will begin his visit in Palestine and not Israel, as Bandak put it, was meant to be a slight to the Jewish state, according to the PA official, who added, "I know that Israeli officials are not happy with this decision. We welcome his visit and consider it a support for the Palestinian people and confirmation that from the Vatican of the need to end the occupation." On the other hand, an Israeli official, speaking to AFP on condition of anonymity, said the very fact of the visit is a success. Ministry had reported an anticipated 10% rise in Christian tourism thanks to the visit. However, a great portion of the Pope's time spent not under PA-controlled areas is reportedly planned to be spent in largely Arab-populated neighborhoods of eastern Jerusalem. In the meeting, we will be able to explain to him, from our point of view, what's happening politically in the region, an Israeli official said. The official did not specifically note that those explanations would include a counter to the narrative of occupation pushed so strongly by the Arab sources speaking about the visit, instead saying simply, we will explain to him the Iranian threat. At least one Jerusalem official does not plan to greet the Pope. Councilman Araya King announced he would not attend an official welcoming of the Pope unless he will bring in a suitcase the treasures of the Jewish people that were stolen by his predecessors, treasures that today are located in the Vatican's basement. Eretz Sheva recently reported plans to dramatically increase the number of days on which the Christian services are held at the complex of King David's tomb, which holds the Last Supper Hall, from 1 day per year to 60. These plans have been officially denied by the Israeli government. Wow, what a story. I'm not surprised at all that the peace talks between the Palestinians and Israel that are being brokered by the United States have failed. But it looks like the Pope may be stepping in. And he's definitely showing strong support for the Palestinian side of things. If you read Revelation chapter 12, eventually the Jewish people, the Israelites, the Israeli people will be fleeing to Petra to avoid persecution from the Antichrist. And we're seeing all of that starting to form right now. This is going to be a very interesting summer as far as Bible prophecy goes. And like I said, I've been keeping a close eye on Pope Francis, and here we go. He's going to recognize Palestine and call for an end to the occupation. I will put this in the link into the description box so you can see the article for yourself. I want to cover one other quick strange news story. Excuse me. This is from Billboard Music Awards 2014. Micheal Jackson Hologram hits the stage to perform Slave to the Rhythm. The king of pop was resurrected from the dead in hologram form to perform the new hit of his posthumous album Escape. The king of pop slayed them at the Billboard Music Awards Sunday night. Micheal Jackson was resurrected from the dead in hologram form, singing and doing his famous moonwalk in front of a star-studded Las Vegas audience. Jackson performed his new hit, Slave to the Rhythm, off his album Escape, which debuted last week at #1 in 50 countries. In a show-stopping act produced by the estate of Micheal Jackson and broadcast on ABC, the Thriller singer appeared on stage at the MGM Grand Garden Arena to wild cheers and more than a few tears. The number started with a group of dancers dressed as stormtroopers lining the stage, their chests emblazoned with the initials MJ. The curtains parted to reveal a digitally resurrected version of Jackson sitting on a leopard print throne. Soon Jackson was in the spotlight, his high voice bouncing off the walls and his feet gliding across the stage as the crowd roared. Okay, I'm going to put a link to this. This article actually shows a video of it. I'm going to put a link to this in the description box so you can see that for yourself as well. But again, just another example of them testing some of the last days technology regarding the beast and the worship of his image. Revelation chapter 13, again, when it talks about the false prophet, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth. He had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all the power of the first beast, which is the Antichrist, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men, and he deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound and by the sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Now, interestingly enough, yes, last night on stage we saw several people practically worshiping an image of Micheal Jackson that looked very real. The technology of the last days is absolutely being tested right now. All I can say is it is absolutely time to make sure you're ready. I'm right back in 2 Thessalonians real quick, because this image of Micheal Jackson just kind of plays into that image of the beast in the last days. And it also plays into the strong delusion that's going to fool people. I'm in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And it says, verse 11, And for this cause God shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie, that they all might be damned who believed not the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. There is a strong delusion coming on this planet, whether it be through aliens, whether it be through hologram technology of a beast, of the image of the beast, just miracles, false miracles, and strong delusion is coming. We are absolutely living in the last days, and this trip this coming week to Jerusalem by the Pope is going to play a big part in the end times. All the signs that Jesus said would be here before his return are here, keep looking up. God bless everyone.